India, Bharata, a land of villages. The great Indian civilization, a hidden giant yet to awaken, with 70% of its people in villages, holds the key to the treasures of mankind. Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Himachal, Meghalaya, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Nagaland, Sikkim, Haryana, Kashmir, Kerala. Every village has something different to offer for every traveler.
Authenticity,
peaceful,
culture,
holistic,
Real tourism is our rural tourism.
enchanting music,
close to nature,
the untold stories by locals. So let's check out what our travel professionals love about rural tourism.
One of the places that I am very fond of is my own village in Tamil Nadu. We come from a village called Kaladekurchi. Beautiful because it's in the Western Ghats, and there's a very quaint culture there. Not only is it beautiful in terms of landscapes, it's also a hub for certain arts and crafts which has been developed over the years. It's the essence of life there, the simplicity, the people, the arts and crafts, the culture, the heritage, the beauty, of course, the idyllic landscape, and more so it's those lovely little kids, the innocent kids, the questions that they ask you. And there are so many stories about these local people. I mean, the kind of talent that they have, and they're all like, most of them are unsung heroes. And there is so much to learn from these people. So I personally believe that people make places, and in Rustic India, it's always the story that people have always made me feel special and warm and welcoming.
I am Frank from the Four Tables project in Gunehar, a little village in Himachal Pradesh. Daily conflicts, from environmental problems to stress and hectic, all this falls off you when you go to a rural area from an urban area. All the stress and all the hectic and all the inadequacies of a city life would fall off you, and that is the main purpose of going to a rural place. We have rural styled but traditionally styled but comfortable little guest house which is in the middle of the village. Very often they go away with experiences that they didn't think would happen.
What does rural tourism mean to me? It comes down to three things. One, it benefits local income in the villages, and that stops them migrating to urban areas and taking up low unskilled labor work. Second, they hold on to traditional values which are very interesting to explore and understand and inculcate in our knowledge. Third, you can pick up skills like weaving, food, going camping with trekkers. Those are the things that I feel rural tourism means to me. An area that I recommend for rural tourism is the northeast of India, where I work, and there's so much you can learn from the different tribes that live there.
Hello, this is Manisha Pandey. I'm the co-founder of Village Ways. We are a social enterprise working in the field of responsible tourism in rural areas of India and overseas since last 16 years. Rural tourism for us actually means a privileged access for the guests, the travelers, to go to one of the most beautiful locations and be hosted by the local community. Our concept is based on a community-owned and run and managed tourism enterprise in the village. And that means that when you're going to a village, you are not just hosted by one family, but you're hosted by the village. And so you become a part of their day-to-day life. You are invited into festivals and ceremonies. So I think the experience part of the trip begins from there, when there is the real and natural hospitality involved. For us, the best places for rural tourism, is nearly all the areas. I think it all depends, first of all, on the people in the villages. There has to be a level of enthusiasm and an excitement, the will to participate in tourism activities, which makes it certainly a very special experience for the guests. The other parameter would be the potential of the place in terms of the resources, the attractions, but that would always come next.
Hello, my name is Mohan Sethia. I am an avid traveler and the entrepreneur. Our country has over 650,000 villages. Over 50% of our countrymen are still involved in farming. Much has changed in the last 50 years of industrialization. Many large cities have come about, and a large number of people work in the industries living in these mega cities. With the hustle, bustle, and busy life of cities, the romanticism of villages propagates even further. It is our endeavor to give them the experience and share with them the rural traditions and culture. Hinterland is a serene, special place adjoining to the small tribal village Surtipura near Indore. When you come here, we want you to appreciate nature in its true form. Smell the air flowing atop of the hill. Listen to the musical rhythms of water finding its way through the rocks and streams. Enjoy and savor the ancient local cuisine while the melody of birds chirping plays in the background. Our principle of using the local resources and local expertise has allowed us to befriend with the local tribal community. We have developed a mutual respect for each other. We have learned to adhere to their best practices of self-reliance in garbage management, water management, minimum use of plastic and pesticides, etc. We are ready and roaring to go to create an experience even in the pandemic phase with care and precautions. Thank you.
Imagine a situation that somebody is staying in a house which is having maybe 3 rooms, but he doesn't know what is there hidden in the other 2 rooms. It's something like the same situation with most of the people staying in India today. They spend their lifetime maybe in one city or in one state, but they do not know what's happening in another state. Don't we call our country to be our home, isn't it? And I consider that rural tourism is nothing but an attempt, an intention, a mindset to actually go for the exploration of knowing your real tradition and the cultures of your country where you have been born, or possibly you will spend most part of your life. Is that rural tourism that is an initiative in which people should ideally go. Let them go to the rural pockets of India and finally explore, meet those people, understand what's been the oral traditions of India, what's been the festivals out there, what's the food, what's their lifestyle, what are the challenges these guys face. It's a kind of a two-way travel, I would call. People from cities going to the rural pockets to learn those cultures. At the same time, those villagers would also learn something from you. It's a kind of an exchange mechanism. And I say rural tourism is not just about finding a nice homestay or a nice resort in the rural area. You go, stay, enjoy, eat food and come back. Not at all. Well, people ask that, okay, what are the places which you would recommend, as part of the rural destination? And here is like our thought, I wouldn't call just the destinations which has been showcased in the movies, in the documentaries, in the blogs here and there, Of course, those are the places which have been covered by select few people. But beyond that, there are so many places which ideally should also be visited. And so here is my comment that, the places which ideally should be visited, I would say that every Indian village is a potential destination. If you have certain question, you are passing by a place, let's say going from point A to B, and both the points are actually known. Dalhousie to, let's say, you are going to Dharamshala, 5 hours journey. People know about Dalhousie, people know about Dharamshala, but in between there are so many nice small pockets. Unfortunately, those people, those places, those communities gets neglected because there's no infrastructure out there. I would say even those places are a rural destination where ideally it's our responsibility, the traveler's responsibility, that let's go, not just contribute to Dharamshala and Dalhousie which has become popular, but also talk about the lives of these people. And let us try to be sensitive. Let us not just try to exploit those people in the communities who have the rich culture. Unfortunately, they do not know what they have. What they have is actually a precious golden diamond mine. Somebody needs to polish it. Somebody needs to make them aware that what you have is really precious. But who is that person? I would say we traveler, we all are those persons who would go and tell them that man, what you have is really precious. Let us become a responsible traveler also in this tourism day. Thank you so much. Namaste.